Gremlin here with Hunter. Welcome back to Satisfactory, where you're giggling a lot. So, you're unrelated to the game. It's a whole different game. There's a moth. It's a harmless moth. Doesn't even eat wool. I'm not worried about anything cashmere. And then we have cats who are breaking everything in the house.
I think what you need
trying
to
to get them
understand is that in Colorado, we have a Miller time that's unrelated to drinking.
It's so much worse.
These horrible moths come through,
Right.
like, possibly twice a year, I don't know, and they get into houses, and there's all these arguments about how you shouldn't kill them because they're in the house.
Oh, it doesn't matter if I kill them. The cats are trying to kill them, and the cats are bad at it.
Oh,
so
really
meanwhile, we've got these cool shotguns full of salt. They shoot salt at bugs. That's what they're for.
They're also really good on ghosts.
Yeah. So the cats try to kill the moth. There's one moth. It's just one. It's a poltergeist. And the cat's not getting the moth, so I've been shooting at it, and I've hit it like 3 times. It's a really salty moth at this point. Flying around being a salty poltergeist moth. I may have just got it. I'm honestly not sure. I blew it out of the air. Kinda. I keep seeing leaves floating in here. I think the moth is back.
It's like it's like one of those, Freddy, Jason, the third one movies.
Well, third what? Elm Street 3 was Dream Warriors.
No.
Friday 3 was the 3D one.
There was a third unkillable.
The third?
Super.
There was a 43rd.
Yeah.
Myers, Chucky, Pinhead, Rawhead Rex, Pumpkinhead. I can go on.
I'm sure you can. I was just thinking of the main 3, and I think it was Myers. But yeah,
probably. That was actually the first.
The monster is never dead in the end.
Leatherface was kind of the first. What do you want?
The monster is never dead in the end. You went back and shot it a 3rd time.
Billy Loomis or whatever from Scream. Yeah, it's just... No. Anyway, so... all of that aside, I've been working a bit on solving our problem. And it turns out our problem is essentially unsolvable, I think, the more I look at this. This is all ore coming in at... It is, though. And, what the hell? Dude, there. So we have a bunch of them. Up on... This is level 2, where we're making circuit boards and something, and stuff over here a little bit. Everything is just this disastrous mess. It's like full of moths. And... level 3 is where the ore ends up and, coming up. Comes out conveyors all the way over to here where we've got, it's punching directly into the storage columns. I'm okay with the storage columns, I think. The problem isn't that we're storing stuff, it's that we're sorting it as we store it, which I'll get to in a sec. As we get the ore, it comes out, iron here, goes into a smelter, and then sends that to... I added a couple of things. I've got, we're making extra screws because it turned out we didn't really have enough. We're making that quick wire, yeah. And then this one is making steel ingots, which go off and become pipes and beams and pipes, and these are plugging as they come out, just plugging into this storage where they belong. And the benefit there, I've got screws being turned into... Oh, this is funny, because I got all of these screws. I got 2 machines making them now, right here. The screws go here. Some split off into a thing to make reinforced plates. The other half go into where we store screws. However, having gone in, they come right back out. So, at some point, I think this will fill up with screws, which is kind of what we want, kind of. The point is we're making a whole lot of these now because we kept running out. Everything's fine. It's messy. We could really rethink how we're doing this. But the primary issue is actually our sorting system, which I wouldn't have guessed, obviously, because I built it instead of not building it. the problem with the sorting system is, and it's been a problem, we have all of this stuff coming in from all over the world, well, planetoid, moon, whatever we're on, ends up in here and gets full. So then we have a backup bunch of stuff, and this is all going into smart splitters or whatever these things are called. Which there's nothing wrong with the splitters. Iron plates go that way. Probably getting really full, yeah. And that's despite. Oh, it's not coming out the back. Do I have any? I don't have what I need. I've been removing and replacing conveyor belts as we need and don't need stuff filling the thing up. So that's getting pretty full. The problem with the sorting system is just that we have all of this stuff that can't. It's moving as quickly as it can. It's just not quick enough. Basically, the conveyor belts aren't draining these things as quickly as they're filling up. In fact, damn it, this is just all full of whatever. And full, and it's just not working. Not really. Up here, these are actually empty for now, but that probably won't last. Let me get high enough up I can do something. This thing I've disconnected, so we still got the bat wing coming in every now and then. There it is. To drop off the, this is going way the hell off on the map. What's, somewhere, is it that maybe? Or yeah. Should be bringing in raw elements, but we got so full on them, it's so fast that it was jamming up everything else in the sorting system, so I just disconnected it. It can wait there until we do something with it. Which is fine, because it's bringing in iron, coal, and limestone, which is like at least half of what we're relying on. There's also caterium and I guess copper is another one. We don't have that coming in here. Doesn't really matter.
No, although I think we could use a maybe another copper thing because
Probably.
No, wait, I'm not sure. No, the holdup is actually the caterium.
Yeah, and if I go down to look at that, I might be able to guess why. It's possible we just could do another smelty thing or whatever. That ought to be. Let me get to it. Well, on the topic, this is caterium. It's coming in the same way as everything else. Going in here. Not. Oh, actually, it is stacking up pretty hard. Comes out there. Goes into a smelter? Yeah. And then we get the ingots, which come back over here into ingot storage. I thought also we had. Yeah, there's a splitter, so it's also going over here to make some quick wire, and the quick wire is going off to where it lives or should live, or we don't have enough. This is my ugly, stupid, inefficient solution to our one problem, which is all our stuff is stacking up before the sorting system can do any good with it. I think the biggest mistake with making a sorting system, as obvious as it seemed that we should have one, I don't think it's helping us. I think it's just a mess. I think what we actually want to do, well, two things. If you look over to the right here, I have complete phase 4, which is just that big thing over there. Let me see if I can get over to that, and I'll point that, because I can talk about this without being here. It doesn't make any difference. I hope there's power down there I can land on. This big Space Needle thing. Not die getting, hey, nuts. Okay. Yeah, this thing is anticipating one day that we'll get these things. We've never made any of these, have we?
No.
Yeah, so, and these things not only like take with the batteries and the fuel rods to make these things. I don't know what the hell is the third thing. What is this thing called? Magnetic field generator. Also needs. Oh, we've had that. So we can make these anytime, I guess. What do you make it in?
Assembler, I think it's. Oh,
Okay.
no. Manufacturer.
Okay. Wait, it's some machine is the point. We need like 4,000 of these things. And then 4,000 of the other thing, and then 1,000 each of the other two. It's going to be a process, but the advantage to it apparently is if we, well, it's kind of the end game. As for updates, we're still in early access. Update 7, this is the final thing. Otherwise, we just do what we're doing. We get some small reward, which I imagine is probably a statue or something. I don't actually know. We're working toward it, but it's partly that these things need machines to make. You can't just hand make them. That'd be insane if you could. I don't know. Assembler, manufacturer. Particle. We have one of those, but it's busy. It's the only reason we have electricity in the amounts we need. About that, let me find a... We have a battery bank. Occasionally, hasn't even happened lately. If both of... I think we have 2 fusion reactors. If both of them, like, go offline for a second at the same time, we actually default over to... We fail over to battery backup. Doesn't happen often, and it doesn't hurt much because we have enough batteries to live for a week on stored power. Yeah, so I'm thinking... I have a question. I thought I said that. Okay. It was weird. It went away for a while. This is our list of stuff. We need 4,000 of those, 4,000, 1,000, 1,000. And this is all this. We need copper powder. How do you even get that? Do we have that? Anyway, we need 200,000 copper powders, evidently. That can be there being our list of think towards stuff. But yeah, my immediate concern, it's not that immediate, but the sooner we fix it, the better. I think this is fine when we have ore coming in and it goes somewhere and becomes ingots and whatever. I think our basic problem is relying on a sorting system that isn't fast enough to sort what we need when we need it. I think what we want to do is instead of that, or even in addition, but certainly instead, is what I was doing up here on 4, where I take ore and smelt it into ingots, and probably a whole better system. Like, reasonably, I mean, that's the wrong word to use because it's insane, but build a smallish room, nothing this big, that just, as an example, takes all of the iron ore, that being this, putting it into like 8 of these or something.
It seems like what the blueprint maker was designed for.
Yeah, kind of. Which we built one and then didn't have much use for it immediately. We could talk about it. So I think what we want to do is actually, even if we leave this alone, because there's nothing wrong with this except it's not fast enough. If we were to go somewhere and just build... How do you make a iron rod? That's really cheap. Okay. I'm trying to think the fastest way to get anywhere. I need stuff. You know what I need? Give me, let me do this for a sec. I've been thinking toward this. Let me have a smelter is one. Slot 4 is open. Constructor is the thing. Assembler, manufacturer. Packager is liquid. Refinery, liquids. That's insane. Miners don't immediately help. Foundry is for... Oh, yeah. We're going to make that 5. That's 6. That's 7. That 8. And then there's a liquid. We're not playing with liquids in this scenario. Okay. Just so I have those ready to go. Then I can hit whatever I just said. 6 is a constructor. Okay. Or a smelter is 4, I go. Yeah, okay. Let's go get some material, and then whatever this stuff takes. Concrete and play, that's not a big deal. Let's go, did I hit shift or something? Wow, that's just slow. Let's go up and get some materials together. Maybe we can just figure out a place that we can start hyper-constructing. I mean, we have ingots. But I think if we move this stuff off-site and just have, between conveyors and drones and trains and whatever else, I think if we just plug stuff directly into the storage, that'll do 2 things. One, it will get us the stuff we want quickly, instead of waiting for it to sort through the whole mess. And 2, if it jams up, it's no big loss. It doesn't hurt anything because it's just that one conveyor line, whatever we're talking about. need some of these for some reason. Probably some, what the hell? Some of these. Concrete is good for a lot of things. I know I want that because nope, because it's part of conveyor belt systems. I could really use a lot of it, in fact. Cables are always good. Concrete is here somewhere. Let me just get some stuff together, hang on. Alright, I've got some stuff together, which is just basically what you make everything out of, is my point. Including, like, flooring. We can do, that. I don't necessarily have anything to build walls out of. I don't know what you need for those. Let me check. Probably crystals. Silica, yeah, I could get that. What's the other thing? Okay.
Those are pretty expensive, though.
Oh, a little. Damn it to hell, I can't walk. Let's go grab some silica just so I have it if I need it. I don't know why I would. Hang on a sec. Okay, so now I've got that. We could, well, I mean, it could be here. Well, that's a rock, but it could be in this building. There's no reason. Kind of, again, what we've been doing. Go after 3 or 4, where this floor is almost empty. It's got this stuff, and I think stators or something are happening here. Assuming they even are. It's, for some reason, has no steel pipe, so it's kind of a waste of a machine. And slugs, for that matter. One thing I guess we could do real quick is figure out why we don't have... Where the hell would steel pipes... What? This is... Where should those be? Those are downstairs. Well, obviously they're downstairs, but I thought we had a machine doing that. I thought we did that a while back, and let me find it. I thought I'm being poisoned. I thought it was this, maybe? Okay, what's the problem? What the hell is that? Why is... I can't imagine why nothing is going into this thing. It's just not.
Weird.
What
Oh, is it so backed up that...
No, it's just not happening. This should be sending stuff out. I can't imagine why it's not. Now it is. That's weird. I don't know why the hell that would have stopped happening. That's backed up. I got all of this. Is that just storing there? That's a stupid place to store things. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's just all a huge mess. It's less of a mess now that that's actually connected. That helps. With this, I guess, what am I on, level 1, I guess? Is that... I'm trying to think if this stuff ultimately goes into the sorting system. It must be doing that. Because, yeah, that's where the, synthetic, whatever the hell is coming. So if I just, I don't know why this is storing here and not doing anything else for us. If I just connected... Oh, why? Okay, whatever. Hey, what the hell is the problem? If I put it there, that'll work. Just throw it in there. I assume this will work. I don't see why not. I guess I can go watch for it. That should connect to this sorting system we're trying to get away from, but at least it would get it. Because we're actually fairly low on these steel beams. Relative to other things. That is there. And then it goes up more. And then it's... there. What happens to it next? I think it comes out and goes into the sorting system. Oh wait, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's our steel beams. Go out and out. And this is such a mess. Out. That's heading over to be sorted. Yeah, okay, I don't know why the hell that was just stockpiling instead of doing us any damn good, but it's what happened. So, somewhere down there we should start seeing, yeah, steel beams right there. Go into this, and then there's some in there. Then they get sorted. The sorting system's our problem. We can leave it. It can be a thing. I don't care about it. But I think we want to augment it with dedicated production of whatever the hell we're talking about. Starting from the most basal elements, stuff like ore into ingots. What I've done here.
Well, there's that nearby patch of iron you could work from.
Yeah, wherever it comes. We have all of these ore. We have the drone that I've disconnected. We have all this stuff we can work with. The problem is, every time we do, I just did it again. I just threw stuff into the sorting system. I made it worse. I got stuff on me. Let's go look for a place to do this. Hang on. I don't know if we need to leave the building. The more I think about this, let me show you what I have in mind. Let me get down there. So this is level 2, which is largely empty. We have this stator maker thing or whatever. Or what did I say it was? Yeah. That's going on. It's fine. It can make those. We use them. This is our sorting. Oh no, I just broke everything. I just realized that. Damn it. So here's the problem. I'm now sending steel beams to where the plastic ought to go to make circuit. I'm going to have to change that. That was,
First floor?
Yeah. I'll go get that. Hang on. Yeah, neat idea in principle. I hit the wrong one. That one is, I don't know what the hell it is, but I can do it. I can do it this way instead, I think. I don't see why not. That should go into the sorting set now. I gotta go clean up all that steel before it ends up in my machine.
Coming to help.
Alright, one sec. Yeah, level 2, we gotta get... No, won't help. Oh, there's no power here. I can't do it. Can I? Maybe. If I just hold down... I can't just hold down E because then everything will be easy. Before I waste... Yeah, you've got that. Just any... Give me a lamp. And then we'll just go pick this stuff up off the line. Try not to get the plastic. If you do, it's not the end of the world, but... We'll do this for a long time. Hang on. Is that all of it? I don't see any more coming
Looks
in.
like all of it, yeah. Heading back down to...
Okay. Well, anyway, that... As long as you don't do it right. I think the other... Now it's going into... What's this? Now it's going in here, which... is fine, I guess. I think that probably... I'm just doing this. I think that probably heads just for the sorting system. Ultimately. I might be wrong. If I am, I can do... Would you get the floor back in place? Please do the thing. Is that just stacking up? No, it's going somewhere. Yeah, it's going there. Yeah, that's the plastic one, and half of it goes out. It's fine. It's fixed now. So 2 has space. Now that we've undone that mistake. We could, pretty much just snake... Right, I'm actually doing that, aren't I? And that goes up to the sorting system, probably. I don't know where else it would be going. It's all clumping, though, so it's got to be a sorting system element. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's so high. I hate that you can't just go through the floors. You have to remove them. And we built floors before we could fly this way, so... It's doing so. So from here, we can actually... These are still individual. We could actually just throw in a splitter or whatever to snake out the ingots for time. So this is already happening. They're not overclocked, but they are working. And we can do more of these. We can do a whole bunch of... We could do, like... If I had this. Pick... Is that one, iron? Yeah, iron's one of our big things. If we just set up a bank of these, we could be making a lot of iron ingots as an example. Just turn them until we have what we want. Maybe... Let me do this. Iron. That's out. If we pull this out and down so it went somewhere smart. Like that, and then I'm going to run into that thing, which might cause problems. That's wide open. So if we just went kind of... maybe there. And in fact, turn this so that it just sort of gets started. And like... and splitters. So what we want to do is get this stuff. I'm just going to basically smelt a whole bunch of iron right here. I think it's probably the best way. So if we had, like... let me start this way so I know how much room I have. 1, 2... I can't imagine... oh, I'm in one. 3, 4... the line... well, you know what I can do now is, give me a conveyor splitter. If I line this up with... but go... that way. And that way. That way. That way. Put these in where I expect this to do any good, which is about here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. And then just patch everything so it all goes somewhere. These are not powered, I'll have to do something about that. But once I have the... what the hell is that coal? Why is that coal? Did I use the wrong one? What is this stuff? Iron. Why does it look like coal? It's dark. I guess that's why. Not a problem. Well, not really. Just weird. Make sure all of these look like they're going to do any damn good. It's represented by ore stacking up because I can't do anything yet. Turn all of these into iron ingots, I guess. Which I can just do. Hang on. And now that they're all being told what to make, if I just splice out power here, this way. What? It's weird trying to do this sort of thing. Go there? Any of these not... oh, they're not... no power. Okay. Yeah, it's all confusing. If that goes there, that doesn't go there. Why the hell? Oh, it does. Powered... not powered because I don't know what went wrong, but it did. Powered. Powered. Why? How is none of that? I thought I had this power. I don't know what I did wrong. What? Yeah, smoke. Over here where I can see.
The smoke means they're powered.
Yeah, but it also means I can't see anything. Go there with that. Go. Why the hell is it? It just... I can't tell if I got it. It's so weird. What the... it's... I don't know why. It's just bizarre how it does or doesn't work. It's fine. I don't know why I care, but that's in the wrong place. It's dark, so I can't see anything correctly. I don't really want to interfere with the output of the conveyors that we're. Why the hell? Because I'm hitting up existing power line. That's a problem. So these are now all making ingots that can't go anywhere because I don't have conveyors pulling them out. But that's the point. If I made a kind of a receptacle here as an example, and did a couple of mergers. So like 1, 2, 3. I don't think where I would put this. I guess like that, and then probably just planning ahead. That. Do the same over here. If there's room. I can't see because smoke. Yeah, like that and like that. And output from there, input from here, input from here. That's just how that is, apparently. It'll work, it's just weird. Output, output, out, output, out, input. And that consolidates those, and then over here there ought to be a, yeah, it's just happening. These actually can just go one into one and other into the other, it's no problem.
You've got one machine not outputting.
Yes, in a minute. That's filling up like that. Which, what do you mean?
The two on the ends, either side, each of them is not able to.
Yeah, I see it. I forgot those. Yet more. Okay. So that's, you know, now we have all these ingots really fast, even without overclocking. So that's what I'm thinking. Notwithstanding the sorting system, it can be there. But I think we really want this kind of system. From here, we can snake these out and put them into whatever machine we use the ingots for. That's my plan. Also, we're out of time. So, head to the rock, I guess. Probably won't bother trashing the sorting system because it doesn't really matter that it's there, provided it doesn't somehow get in the way of anything. But like with those ingots that I just did, we could put them straight into the ingot bin, or we could better put them into making screws and iron rods and plates, and then whatever output from those go into making a big machine to make more important stuff. We're just gonna, the sorting system was a mistake. That's my point. All right, well, we're solving that. So we got it split. You can like and subscribe and, you know, shoot things at moths and hit the stupid bell for notifications. We'll see you next time. So, bye.